right, well, I took this whole thing apart. I took these apart. They're tightened down now. Got everything cleaned up in the air tube. And under here, there's no debris or dirt daubers or whatever you want to call it. This thing looks great. Generator's in great shape. Nothing wrong with it. So I say the whole thing's pretty good. And yeah, so this thing does definitely have a, well, I don't know if you can see it here. Let's try here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. So when you put it from the off position to the light up, it does clean, and then it would open, I guess. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to have pressure in there. All right, well, let me get this thing together, and we'll fire it up. One thing I didn't do is I didn't take it apart any further. I mean, let's do it. One thing I will tell anybody who takes this thing apart, I should have warned you about this. Okay, so take it apart. There is a little circlip right here that holds this thing together. Now, like I say, I put this in a vise. I hit it with heat and then had it in a vise gently and then was loosen these up. These don't unscrew. It unscrews the whole pipe piece right here and right here. There's nothing in there. It was nice and clean. But I flushed it out before I took these off, and I hit it with a torch. And I persuaded them to come out without causing any damage. And then run a wire brush and or a little brush through here and all that. So this thing's clean. There's nothing in here. This is clean, but I'm not taking this apart. If it turns out it still runs weak, then I'll take this apart another day, but it ain't going to be today. So, yeah, that's where we're at. This thing's clean. So we're going to get this back together. And we'll try it out. And like I say, if we still see something, we'll come back at another day and try something else. All right, come back in a little bit. So it's 275. It's pretty tight quarters. You need a small wrench when you're tightening this up or removing it. And then there's a washer right here that will hold the the cage on. That's this right here. So do I have it the right way? Ah, come on, be nice, behave. Let's see here. Yeah, you know, one thing, be really careful when it comes to brass and threads. It's really easy to gall stuff like this up, and it's not like you have, you know, these look like really weird threads, most of these lanterns. It's not like standard ones. So you probably have to buy a special tap and die type of scenario to fix it. All right. But under there, that little, like I was telling you, that little circlip, I washed this thing out. I was going to shake it to blow out the hair, and this piece that popped out with that circlip. So take that off before you clean everything, or else you're going to lose it. I got lucky I found it. All right, let me get this thing back together. All right, so like I was saying, is for this right here, you want to make, sorry about that. You want to make sure that is in the up position in order to remove or reinstall it. Sorry about that. See where I'm getting at? So once you get it in there, like that, bring it back down to kind of lock it in place, and then gently, oh boy, there you go. Sucks to have one hand. I feel, there you go. Sorry about that. It's really hard for me sometimes to look at two places at once. I understand. It's very frustrating when the video isn't on what I'm looking at. I apologize. All right, I'll bring it back. So anyway, that's the thing, is just make sure it's in the up position to latch in the pricker, then bring it down so it kind of holds it, and then gently, never force anything on a lantern. you're just looking to break stuff, gall threads or something, especially that pricker. It's a really fine tip in there that goes up in here, really fine. So you got to be nice to these things. All right, we'll bring you right back. All right, so we got it together. Now, when I put my mantles on, I make one loop, cinch it down, make a second knot, tie it, and then I cut it and do the same thing with the other. And then I like to turn them sideways. You can do whatever you want. I'm sure everybody has their little thing, what they like to do. But that's what I do, and I just like, you know what? They're going to burn in whatever position or whatever they're going to do. So here we are. So we got this guy ready to burn it in, and this one right here. I got to put some fuel in this one. This one, we got some fuel already in there. So we'll give it a try. If it still burns weak, then we're going to look at, you know, what other things it could possibly be. But I got a feeling there probably was some cobwebs or something in here. There definitely wasn't nothing down here, so we got lucky on there. But I've had lanterns where they were just filled with those, whatever, dauber things, whatever they're, the mud things or whatever those things are. I watched an episode of, oh, what's it called? My brain has failed me now. It's getting later in the day. What's it called? God, it's one of those car channels. It has about a million viewers. I can't. It'll come back to me. I'll bring it back. But what was he? He was working on a Cougar. Was it a Cougar? I think it was a Cougar, and it was in Texas. They went to Texas to get it and put it back together and drive it 1,000 miles. But it's like everything that was left open was full of those dauber things, whatever, just plugged up. So it's like we don't really have stuff like that around here. But I guess in other places they have them. And when I buy lanterns around the country, I get them. Well, they're dead, but I mean, I get them with a big mud bricked, you know, interior in some of these locations I can hear and stuff. So, all right. God bless you all. Take care. We'll bring you back. Yeah, so that was Junkyard Digs. It's a really great channel. I don't know if you're a car guy, you'll really enjoy it, but I like what they do, and I usually watch one of their episodes every once in a while when they get a new one. But yeah, it's a pretty cool show. But they deal with similar type things what we do, but on a bigger scale. They get things out of barns and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to share. So, you know, yesterday, like I say, I made this mesh globe. It ain't that pretty, but I'll be honest with you, without having an example globe to work with, it's really hard. You know, you need like a mandel, you know, to get the shape and cut it in one time. So this one I kind of had to just kind of free form it to get it to work. It does work, and you can see lots of light through it. It just isn't as pretty as I would like it, but I'm okay with it. And the main reason I have this is, be honest with you, that the globes on these 275s are just outrageously expensive. And unless you find a lantern that you buy it with the globe, you're going to get this without the globe, and then you're going to have to spend, you know, 50, 70, 100 bucks for a globe. I don't know what it is with these, because it's kind of a weird tapered globe, I guess, unless somebody has a source for reproduction ones that are cheap. And even, like I say, if I buy a, you know, this size type globe, they're still kind of expensive, but I'm not going to spend 50, 70, or $100 on a globe. Like I say, you have to find one of these units with the globe intact, and you know. So I found this really cheap, and I was just like, I had some extra material and said, let's just make a globe, and that's what we've done. So it's in my collection. I'm not going to do anything too fancy with this thing. I don't know if I'll make another globe. I think this one's okay. But yeah, that's where we're at on this thing here. So let me get this thing burned in. We'll light it up, and we're going to see what it looks like, okay? All right, take care. All right, well, it ain't burning as bright as I'd like it to. I think we might have to explore this one a little bit deeper. Not sure why, but I'll tell you one thing I do know. I got to pull this check valve. check valve is it's leaking. So we're gonna shut it down and we're gonna pull the check valve and I'll bring you right back in a little bit. All right, so we got it out. So yeah, it looks pretty rusty. So we'll get it cleaned up, put it back in, and we'll try again here. All right, so that worked. You can hear it roaring now. Yeah, so it just wasn't getting enough pressure. Yeah, this, oh my God, there he goes. Yeah, so we're doing good now. She's a roaring. All right, I'm gonna pump her up just a little bit more and I'll bring you back. All right, there we go. Running great now. Yeah, very bright. Let's go look up here for a second. Yeah. Got some pretty good wind going today too. All right. Yeah, not bad. She's bright. So we're gonna stick her right there. All right, sounds good. I think we're gonna call it a day. All right, God bless y'all. Take care.